bitch better have my money.
Mr. O'Neal, how are you, my friend? This guy again. Patrice just points to me and goes, this guy again.
What's up, Patrice O'Neal?
Damn.
Good morning,
Why
sir.
were the curtains closed?
I closed them when I walked in.
Oh, you closed them?
I was going to sit outside and feel like watching you do the show. I'm outside.
What's up, brother? Did you like the Super Bowl? That's what we're all talking about. The game itself was great.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
But the game itself is a distraction because it's such a show. You almost don't care about the game.
Well,
But as far as football goes, it was a well-played game.
I'm losing more and more interest in it. Like, I'm getting less and less interested in things that don't concern me. But I didn't have anybody that I was against. I was like, this whole God needs to let New Orleans win the game. It kind of bugs me a little bit. But I'm a big Peyton Manning fan. Yeah. I think he's the best quarterback that ever lived. So I would like to see him get that,
too. Win a few more balls. How many has he won? That?
One, but here's the thing.
Joe Montana is still number one.
The thing is, if he never won one, he'd still, people would be, just like Marino, they still would argue that he's the best.
Peyton needs a couple more. He needs a couple more.
Yeah, Peyton did fucking blow it yesterday. I mean, that interception was terrible.
Peyton Favre, baby, he fucked.
Yeah, tough day.
That fucking interception, but you know.
But the Soul Train documentary came on right when the Super Bowl came on. It's 6 to 7:30, so it was a rough one for me.
You didn't know what to do.
Oh man, the history of Soul Train, it was just beautiful, man.
And you make a good point about New Orleans because I think it was Drew Brees was thanking God and saying God is good, God is all powerful, or whatever he said at the end there. And I'm like, really? So I guess God really cares more about football than hurricanes.
God was on the 5 to 6 year plan of redemption. It kills me how people put human time on God. Right. Come on, man. The last 4 years, God was like, fuck New Orleans. This is the year that I'm going to let them win. But I was not upset with it. I wasn't upset with it. It was whatever. As you get older, don't you find yourself not giving a shit more?
Absolutely.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
The more athletes you meet, the less they are enjoyable to watch. Because you realize they're a bunch of dummies who think they're amusing, and they're just dicks.
The Super Bowl in general is just overhyped at this point.
I was more impressed with Herschel Walker's body.
Fighting. 48 years old. But Dana White was on our show Friday saying that was a joke fight. So everyone needs to relax that Herschel didn't fight anybody that has any real skills.
Okay, thanks, Dana. Thank you, Mr.
He knows a little more than we do, right?
But here's what we don't need to know to say that this motherfucker's 48. He looks like he looks, and he is like he is. He doesn't have 48-year-old man muscles. He has for real muscle, like just. He's a physical specimen.
Oh, he wasn't making fun of what he looked like or anything like that.
Just that the fight was bullshit.
That he was fighting like a nobody that has no real skills.
Yeah, like you can't.
Because everyone was like, "Oh my God, Herschel Walker won his fight! Holy crap!" But it, you
can't start fighting at that caliber at that age. You just.
Well, they're giving him a lot of
it.
They're giving him a lot of attention just because of who he is.
Yeah. It was unbelievable, man.
Oh, you saw the actual fight?
Oh,
I didn't see it, so.
He's a real martial artist, though. I mean, he's like a 30-year martial artist.
Sure.
For years, he was beating
He's starting a little too late. I mean, those guys have been doing MMA their entire lives.
And I heard you guys talking about The Who.
Yeah.
I thought that this is the rough thing about white people and their racism. I like Norton is very fair.
Yeah, Norton is.
Norton's very fair when he's talking race. You're very fair when you're talking race, but you're not fair. You
he's
have
pointing at Opie. By the way.
Yeah.
Did you need to say that?
Really? I think that was obvious. Jesus.
Like Norton goes in trying to be fair. Opie has a feeling. It's either or. He's like, fuck it, I'm against this, or fuck it, I'm for it. There's not a Norton's in the middle. You're either side.
The Jay-Z's song just bothers me, and I don't even know why. It just bothers me, because I really remember that song growing up, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with this song? And I know that's the thing, and a lot of rap guys are doing that, and I just don't understand it. I don't have an understanding for it.
More black people would just agree with white people if... I'd even agree with the crackers in the hills.
Wow.
Fighting against the government.
Yeah.
If they didn't want to kill me too. Like I'm for them. And I'm saying The Who, I hate long, niggledy national anthem shits.
Right. Uh-huh.
But The Who was great. I thought The Who was great for the halftime show.
Yeah.
The crowd was really into them, man. Usually the crowd doesn't give a shit. But then you go right into sampling and hate in the. But I'm like, that annoys me too.
Yeah.
But just fucking throw in some white shit too. Like just throw in. Give us something so we can agree with you instead of going a zabba zabba zoop zap.
No.
And that's fucking horseshit, Roger Daltrey or whatever the fuck.
Hold on, listen to me. That's complete bullshit. We've done an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on how the white man ripped off the black man and the whole fucking blues thing. We did a whole fucking thing on our show. We really have. We've played both sides of this one.
All right, I didn't hear that one.
Oh yeah, it's a legend.
It was on a Wednesday. Huh?
No, I think you might have heard some of that. Dude, you definitely heard some of that.
I think I might have been here.
We played the Zeppelin.
The Led Zeppelin stealing thing.
Yes.
Now, I want to hear Patrice finish. Jimmy's very fair. Opie can go either way.
Yeah, like
where
Opie
do I
can go,
fall? Now, where do I fall in?
You represent complete unreasonable white guy. And that's what bothers me. It's the complete. When I try to school black people into white people, like I try to give them some knowledge. I go, look, man. Yeah, motherfucker. I go, look, man. White people ain't fair when it comes to these art. It's like you can't look to have a fair art. Norton's very rare. Norton will go, okay, and then he'll but you're unfair. And then you get unfair racist, fucking riled up like, yeah, and then they go, doobie-da. No rapper. This is what I'm saying. I know your white ears don't hear. I said a boobity-boo. Like, don't do that shit. Just be real when you say it sucks.
And a little soft shoe. That's all I'm saying.
Completely racist. Be fair.
Because especially music is very subjective.
It's unfair. This world is unfair to white people in a lot of degrees. One of them is historically.
Yeah.
I always said if historically they could have just show me a documentary of good white people, like Ethel in 1910 who said don't hang those niggas. You know what I mean? Just where it's just a decent white boy who said this ain't right, motherfucker.
Well, there are a couple that actually died in the civil rights movement.
But not like here are these guys that we know, like we know Martin Luther King or Malcolm X I know J. Edgar Hoover, but I don't know the good J. Edgar. I don't know the good FBI guy that said, hey, man, why would you just fuck up the Black Panthers like that? They just feed the kids. Like, I don't know that guy.
But you know Lincoln, you know JFK, RFK, they were real civil rights guys.
But here's how much black people hate white people.
And that's a bullet in every one of their heads.
Excellent point. You know what? I really did raise three fucking hat removed. Wow.
Anybody who's for us getting together gets smoked.
That's true.
I will never say there should be togetherness because Malcolm X, when he said fuck crackers, he lived a wonderful life. As soon as he said, wait a minute, I think white people I might have been wrong. Bow! Get your hand in my pocket, nigga. Blam. And it's a wrap. It's over. So I'm just saying, because you be, like, Opie will go, all right, fuck that. But then he'll go, Opie will have a feeling like, you know what, I think I'm starting to not like this Obama. Like, first he'll go, man, Obama's cool. And then he'll go, maybe I don't like Obama. Like, he's like, kind of up and down, and he believes in what he believes in. Norton goes in with an argument like, okay, let's talk about it, and you're just unfair.
I'm not unfair. I actually did a lot of research on Obama before he not before he became presidential timber, but during that time, during the campaign, a lot of the time, before people.
Do you
really
know why
knew
you
what he
did
was
that?
About.
I'm gonna tell you why you did that.
Why did I do that?
You're a super intelligent human being, right?
Thank you, sir.
And here's what white people do that my girlfriend does.
Yeah.
You know, you're smart enough to you use your powers for evil. You do your research so that people don't say you're racist. So you'll have legitimate reasons to hate this nigga.
Yeah, there's ammunition. Your research is ammunition.
You were never gonna like Obama.
Exactly.
I mean, we all know that. Come on.
When they say this, what's my counterpoint?
I think Patrice makes a pretty good point. I want to go to Trish in Kentucky because she's real pissed at you, Patrice.
Why?
Trish.
Yes.
What's up, Trish?
Oh man, shit.
Patrice, can you just work on your fucking fucking routine and just come up with something different. Every fucking time you come on this
Can I ask you a question?
Wait.
I bet her pussy's wet, too. It sounds like it's wet. This bitch got too much passion. You need a finger in your asshole, bitch. But first of all, you too passionate. You need a motherfucker to put something right in your mouth, man. But let me ask you a question. How come?
Let her rant.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why don't you call Anthony when he's talking about black people with this much passion? Because he talks about race quite a bit.
Ooh.
Oh, see, that's a fair point. She's annoyed with it, but you didn't. Beautiful. You didn't. Honey lips. Butterscotch. Honey draws. See how unfair she's being?
Yeah.
See how unfair she's being? Honey.
Trish, why are you so upset? You think?
Because I'm a nigga.
Hold on, Patrice.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad he said it because I was going to.
Trish, what are you trying to say?
This Kentucky white bitch, she's upset.
I know, I want to hear it.
She's not going to tell the truth, Opie. She's not going to say, I hate this fucking arrogant nigga. She's going to go, because it's his show. What are you, a cunt?
Trish.
What I'm trying to say is this.
Yes.
Every time he comes on the show, it ends up being about race.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. It usually starts because I'm talking about it.
Well, I don't know.
Patrice chimes in. No. It did this time. Patrice walked in on a racial discussion.
Can I ask you a question I was listening to on
All
the
I
radio?
know is
Was you talking racial stuff before I got here?
Yes.
Did you listen to the show before I got here, beautiful?
I think we were talking about the Super Bowl. I got very confused because all of a sudden I'm like, wait, we're doing the black-white thing.
You talking about the fucking...
Hibbity-hoobity.
I might have to agree with Trish because I think we were talking
Opie,
Super Bowl.
Did you hear the hippity hop?
Yep.
You brought the racial thing up, and Anthony went
And
on
then I
it.
started going off on Obama.
But did you hear that part, though, sweetie?
What part?
I heard them talking about the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Did you hear them talking about? Did you hear them talking about hip hop?
We were having a nice discussion about the Super Bowl.
Did you hear them talking about hip hop?
That's all I heard.
I heard the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You didn't hear hip hop exactly because you listen with white racial ears. You're an asshole.
Racial ears.
You're a fucking liar. You just need to say you don't like this nigga shit. It's on your rules. It's by your way. It's your way or the highway. That's historical white shit, lady. You're not fair. You're not having a conversation. You're just being a dick. You say Anthony can say what he wants because it's his show. That's not even the context, dummy. The fucking context is Anthony can do what he wants and say what he wants, but you come in with your bullshit. Shut the fuck up. You're an asshole. And you need a man. Because nobody with a happy fucking life is this passionate about shit that don't concern you. You're really angry. You need a fucking hug. You're sad anyway.
Hold on, Trish, and what does he need?
He needs to work at his job and come up with something original to talk about besides the color of his fucking skin.
Really?
Have you
Did you
ever
hear
heard?
that? His sounded a lot like nigga. That sounds like that's what you want to say to. Hey, listen. What? Can you do me a favor? Can you call one of your black friends and have them call and we talk? Listen. How many black friends do you have? Can you call, Miss? Can you call one of your black friends so we all can talk about what a fair person you are?
No, because my black friend is at work, actually contributing to society, and not talking about the color of her skin.
Well, what? Your one black friend, and you're home.
And you're home.
Do you have a job?
Of course I have a job. I'm on my way to it now.
Because why? You're white? Miss, you don't even understand how unfair and how completely racial you are.
Have you ever
and you
heard,
won't admit it.
Have you ever heard Patrice's act, though? It's not all based on race. You say work on your routine. Have you ever heard him talk about relationships and shit like that? No. Jimmy goes,
Have you ever heard the other 75 million times I've been on the show and it wasn't racial?
Yeah.
And most of the time we turn it off because it always...
Let her talk. God damn it.
Why are you being fair to this white girl?
Because I want to hear what she has to say.
She's
Because
saying
it's good.
nothing. She's already said
All right,
it.
so just yell over her. Go ahead.
Yes, I want
Just
to.
yell over her.
I would like to.
saying the same
See,
thing.
yeah, you call me a nigga too, Opie.
Oh, damn.
Oh, now we're calling him a nigger.
See, that's why you let her talk. There you go. I know what I'm doing.
She said it.
I know what I'm doing.
All I've said is that he needs to work on his routine, and it has blown up now to me and Opie calling Patrice a nigger.
Whoa.
She's smart, too.
Drama.
Hey, Anthony, see how smart she is?
I know.
This is what I mean. Using your intelligence for evil. Yeah. She got a way to say nigger
talk about something else
to make it not like it's her fault.
Now it's fine, yeah. She was just commenting.
I'm not going to win. And I don't want to win. I just wanted to say,
all right, listen,
talk about something else.
You're white. You win already.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's some of your favorite black entertainers that you really enjoy that like comics?
Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, I love your stand-up. When you come on the show, though, it's like you lose your mind and all you want to talk about and is point out.
All right, let me jump in finally here. I mean, in all fairness to Patrice, yeah, this show does do a lot of black-white stuff when Patrice is in here, but Patrice was hanging outside minding his own business. Then I remember now, and Ant was doing, what were we talking about, Obama or something about the black man. And then Patrice started shaking his head outside the studio, so I went, come on in, Patrice, come on in.
Nah, but I think she's right, though. He just kind of came in with the race stuff.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question, man. I think me and Anthony have very productive racial conversations.
Yeah, I think we do.
But I can't believe somebody would call as racist as you are and curse me out.
I'm racist because all I'm saying is...
I didn't call you racist.
No.
See how you're listening with the wrong ears, baby? You're a mess.
She has her white ears.
This is not about your whiteness. Yeah, you are. But you are lonely. This is the rantings of a retarded woman. You got a lot of cats and books that are doing you no justice, man. You're just...
I'm not lonely. I have a very loving relationship with my husband. I don't have...
Really? Who you trying to fool, me or you?
Black man?
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all.
Why don't you come to freaking Florence, Kentucky, and I'll take
Why? So I can fucking be hanging from the tree in your backyard, you dummy?
I'm already associated. Patrice.
Sweetie, don't try different levels of trying to get through to me. I already know what you are. I know what you are. You're a mess.
You know what I am?
What's that?
You're an angry, mean... You're one of those old white ladies that was in the back when the kids was trying to go to Alabama University, just with a sign and frothing mouth. You're just a frothing at the mouth old white woman, man, that wants it to be the same. You just want it to be the same. You live in shitty, nobody heard of Kentucky. Who does that except for a racist? Stop it.
Trish, are you a racist?
Yeah, of course she is.
No, I'm not.
Are you racial?
No, I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, nice big, to think about it. Look at me, just go to work. Go to work at your non-racial job.
Oh, we were talking about gun control. That's what brought up the black.
Oh, yeah, but it really wasn't racial. She's right.
I love fucking Jimmy.
All right, Patrice.
Jimmy is an instigating motherfucker.
All right, Trish, thanks.
All right, Trish,
Thanks for the call. Get out of here.
You know, talk all the shit on YouTube all day long. That's what kills me. That's what I mean. I'm not letting motherfuckers be unfair by lying. If they tell the truth, I'll roll with it. But the thing is, you go in there's a bunch of Bobos, there's a bunch of fucking Wesley Snipes, there's a bunch of this. There's a whole show of me talking about sampling. When you let me take over the show, the whole show is about how sampling motherfuckers ain't shit. Yeah. But this is what racial white ears here.
She just heard.
She's unfair.
The racial
She
part.
don't give a fuck. She lives in Kentucky and they're fucking belly aching niggers. It's horseshit.
And
shut the fuck up.
She's a phony racist.
A fake.
Like, I'd rather just confront a real live racist. Someone that admits to it and just goes,
that's why I like you so much.
I prejudge. I absolutely prejudge people based on their ethnic heritage. Not just black people, but everybody.
There you go.
I'm xenophobic. I don't really like being with people of other ethnic backgrounds. I don't feel I can relate to them as well as I can people of my own ilk. That's just the way I am. But then, you know something? I always surprise myself.
Which some of your ilk is more, by the way.
Yeah,
a lot of more in your ilk.
A lot of more. Some ilk. I do have a mixture of ilk.
I just know, because at least you're talking honest shit. That you can have. That's what I'm saying. When you talk to somebody that mad, right? And a lot of them be that mad. That you get that mad, but you don't admit your anger has anything to do with being racial. Where's my argument? Then I'm talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Now you
it don't exist.
Right. Exactly. Right. Now you get shut down.
I'm the racist.
Yeah.
So isolate that.
Let's go to Tom in Madison. Tom, what's going on, buddy?
buddies. How's it going?
Hey, Tom.
Hey, I tell you what, me and my truck driver buddies, we love it when Patrice comes on because of the racial, or partially because of the racial discussion. What would be nice in the real world out here is if more people fucking heard it. And you know, you could get on network TV and talk as frank and honest as you guys do, because they pretty it up so much. And, you know, rainbow this, happy, happy, joy, joy that. And that ain't fucking real. That is not real. And you guys at least bring it down to plain speak, real world, and we get perspectives on it that you don't hear. We get real world perspectives. Be nice if more people heard it.
All right, run on, brother.
And I will say, I do get pleasantly surprised when I do sit down with people of other ethnic backgrounds and I find common ground and I talk and I go, you know something? That's a cool motherfucker. And then I sit and I go, you know, my preconceived notion was wrong. But I'll always go into something with a preconceived notion.